Hello students. Today we are going to learn chapter number 13, surface areas and volumes of class 9. In this part, we are going to learn about how to find the volume of a right circular cone. In the previous part, we have learned about volume of a cylinder. Okay. So now let us see how to derive the formula for finding volume of a cone. Now consider a right circular cylinder and a cone with the same radius. Okay, now this both cylinder and this cone are having same radius and both of them are having same perpendicular height. Okay, now suppose if we took some water in this one, if we take some water in this cone and try to fill this cylinder. Okay, so let us see that how many times or how much completely filled cones are required to fill one cylinder. Okay, so here we see that when first time we fill the cone and then pour that water in the cylinder, it can be seen that this much part of water is covered in this cylinder. Sorry, water is covering this much part in this cylinder. Okay, then when second time we fill, now it can be seen that the water level has risen up. Okay, but still the cylinder is empty. Okay, when next time when we fill the same amount, that is in this cone, then now we can see that the water is completely filled in the cylinder. Okay, now from this we come to know that to fill one cylinder, okay, with a cone of same radius and same height, we have to pour water in the cylinder 3 times. Okay, it means that the volume of a cylinder and volume of cone, they are related with each other in such a way that volume of a cone is one third the volume of a cylinder. In other words, we can say that एक बार अगर हमने कोन को पूरा फिलअप किया तो सिलेंडर का कितना पार्ट वो कवर करता है, तो वन थर्ड. तो वी कैन से दैट वॉल्यूम ऑफ cone is one third part of a cylinder. Now we know that what is volume of a cylinder. So now we have reached a conclusion that volume of cone is one third of volume of cylinder. Okay, therefore we can say that volume of cone equals to one third. Now this is formula for volume of cylinder. So finally we get a formula that volume of cone is equal to 1 upon 3 pi r square h. Okay, now in this formula how many unknown values are there? So we can say that first one is volume, second one is radius, and third one is height. So out of these three, if we have any two values, one, two, three, out of these three, if we have any two values, we can find the third one. Okay. So now let us solve some examples based on this formula. So here it is given that find the volume of a right circular cone with radius equals to 6 centimeter and height equals to 7 centimeter. Okay, so given here radius equals to 6 centimeter, height equals to 7 centimeter. Therefore, volume of cone equals to 1 upon 3 pi r square h. Now we are given with radius and height, so we can easily find the volume. Okay, so now in next step we will just put the values for r and h. 1 upon 3 into value of pi, we have considered 22 upon 7. R is 6 centimeter. Since here it is r square, so we are writing 6 into 6 into value of h is 7. Okay. Now we can cancel these numbers over here. 7 ones are 7 ones are 3 ones are 3 twos are. So in next step, what do we get? We get 22 into 2 into 6. Okay. So this 7 is already cancelled over here. So we will get now we are having 22 into 2 into 6. Okay, so our final answer will be, that is 264 centimeter cube. Okay, so what is our final answer now? 264 centimeter cube. Let us consider next example now. Now, here it is given that again we have to find the volume of a cylinder, but here we are given with radius and slant height. Remember that the shape of the cone is in this way. Now, this is its radius. This one is the perpendicular height h, and this one is slant height l. So we have learned that this is forming a right angle triangle, and there is one relation between these three. Okay. Now for finding volume, we should know the value of h and r. But right now we don't have h, we have l. So what we will do, by using the relation of these three, first we will find the value of h. Okay. So given r equals to 7 centimeter, L equals to 25 centimeter. Then now we know that L square equals to R square plus H square. We want to find H square, so we will change the side of this R square. So you will get L square equals to, sorry, L square minus R square equals to H square. Okay. Now value of L that we have 25, R 27 equals to H square. So in next step you will get 25 square minus 7 square equals to H square. Now in next step we'll put the values of that one. So value of 25 square is 625 minus 7 square 49 equals to H square. Okay, now we want to find, let us find the difference of this one. So in next step you will get 576 equals to h square. We want to find only h. For that we have to take square root of both the side. So square root of h square is h, and square root of 576 we have written. Now what is the square root of 576? So it is 24. Okay, now we are having value of h also. Now what we have to do? We have value of R, we have value of H. So now we can easily find the volume of cylinder. Okay. So now volume of cone equals to 1 upon 3 pi r square H. Okay. So after that, let us put the formula. So we have 1 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into, now this time our radius is 7. Okay, so we write here 7 into 7 into value of h, we got it from here, that is 24. Okay, so now we have to make some cancellation. 3 ones are 3, 8s are 7 ones are 7 ones are. Okay, so now what numbers we are having in the next step? So we have 22 into 7 into 8. Okay, so finally our answer is 1232 centimeter square. Okay, so we have learned both the methods. When radius and height are given, how to find the volume, and when radius and perpendicular, sorry, instead of perpendicular height, when slant height is given, then how to find the volume, that also we have learned over here. Okay, now let us consider next example. Now here it is given as, if the volume of a right circular cone of a height 9 centimeter is 48, find the diameter of its base. Now here we are given with the height of the cone and its volume. These two values are given. With the help of these two values, we have to find its diameter. Okay. So for finding diameter, first we will find its radius. So we know that volume of a cone equals to 1 upon 3 pi r square h. First we'll put the value of this volume of cone, that is how much? 48 pi. Okay. Then 1 upon 3 pi. R we don't know, so we write it as r square into value of h is 9. So we have written here 9. Now this pi and this pi will get cancelled. Why? Because they are present on the either side of equal to sign. Okay. Then now what do we get in next step? So 48 equals to, at the same time 3 ones are 3, 3s are also we can cancel. Okay. So what do we get? 48 equals to r square into 3. Okay. Now in next step this 3 will divide over here. So we will get 48 upon 3 equals to r square. Now this 3 ones are 3, 16s are. Okay, So in next step we will get 16 equals to r square. Therefore r equals to root 16, r equals to 4 centimeter. Okay, now we are having value of radius. Now we have to find the value of diameter from this one. So the diameter is what? 2 into radius, so that equals to 2 into 4 equals to 8 centimeter. Okay, so in this way we can find any one value when the remaining two values are given. So this much is enough for today. Thank you, have a nice day.